Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around this globe. You know, it certainly is a beautiful morning to, get started. Whatever your day you intend to do today, get started doing that. I was thinking about that this morning. I was thinking about, Gertrude, what is that you could be doing this morning on this day? And, I begin to think about that. What is that I want to really, really do this day? What is that I really want to crush this day? Sometimes you have to think about that. You have to think about, your goals. You have to think about your plans in order to reach those goals. Good morning, Janelle. How you doing today? You have to think about those things. And today we're going to be talking about, being that distinguished author. Being that distinguished author, positioning yourself, show it up with excellence, because that's the thing that matters. And I really want you to think about that this morning. I have something I wrote down today. Are you taking time out to really focus? To really focus on what you're going to be doing on this day. And it's very important because, sometimes we vibrate at a very high level, and we always thinking, we always, getting things together. We always trying to figure out this, that, and the other, but are we taking time out to really, take some time for self-care, take some time to reflect, you know, take some time to line up your spirit, your soul, and your body. And that's all about, showing up in excellence, being that distinguished author. And, these are some success tips that we're going to talk about today. And, something that you should consider, because, this is very, very important in this day and age. If you want to be, that author who's distinguished, that author that provides longevity for your career. Or, maybe you're thinking about other things that, your book is going to lead you to. But whatever that may be, think about that. Think about taking some time out for self-care, to reflect, to realign yourself. You remember? Spirit, soul, and body. The problem a lot of times comes with people thinking one way, talking another way, and doing something, even another way, and nothing's lining up. But take some time out to really get there and focus, refocus. Think about your goals, think about your plans. And with that being said, let me introduce myself. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach. And I teach women how to maximize their potential and stop leaving money on the table. And I do this through the vehicle called books, how to write your books, and how to save time and stop making those costly mistakes. But, really, I want you to think about that. Stop making those costly mistakes and look at the value that you have on the inside of you. All of those gems, all of those things, that knowledge, all of that, those treasures that you have inside of you. What can you do to turn that knowledge into dollars? And let me introduce Tiffany Rochelle, my co-host.
You have been doing a fabulous job this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sitting here taking all these nuggets in, and I was like, come on, Miss Gertrude. Yes, ma'am. Teach the people on this morning. That's some encouraging stuff that you're giving us this morning. So thank you. I'm super grateful for you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Janelle. It's good to see you here. I am Tiffany Rochelle. I kind of forgot what I was supposed to be doing, saying hi to everybody and giving you your accolades because it was some good stuff. But I am Tiffany Rochelle. I am also known as the People's Cheerleader. And what I do is I help women to set goals that are true to them and help them to rid the toxins from their heart. And I also am an author and a speaker and a goal coach. So if you're ready to set some goals and maximize your life, then I am the individual that you would need to talk to. So if you will, go ahead and respond to us in this comment section. Go ahead, and any questions or concerns that you have, go ahead and use the comment section. And that's where we'll be able to go ahead and get started. So I'm super grateful for this day. Today is a thankful Thursday, and it's also a thoughtful Thursday. And so I'm only going to call it a thoughtful Thursday because the things that you think, you shall see eventually. So if you think on these things, you're going to end up seeing these things. So what you think on, seek on it, because you're going to end up manifesting it. So whatever you say, that's some of the things that you thought on, and you're going to eventually start seeing it. So I am going to relinquish my stand and give it over here to Ms. Gertrude, so we'll be able to start turning your passion into profit.
Yes, and that is certainly a great start to the morning. Don't forget, y'all, the not the conference, but the workshop that's coming up on February the 17th. If you haven't signed up for that, sign up for that, because that's really going to be impactful. Get your link. It's in the comment section, and get your link on Eventbrite, and schedule. I mean, um, sign up for that. It's a free workshop. And also, if you know anybody else that this could benefit, because we're going to be talking about setting your goals and your plan for your book. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Tiffany and myself will be presenting different things on that day, and I know that this is something that will bless you. This is something that will impact your life, that you could carry on through other parts in your life, and it's going to make a whole lot of difference to your writing journey, that journey that you're on right now. So with that being said, we're going to move right into this. The first thing comes up with, when we're talking about being as distinguished author, know what you want. You have to know what you want. A lot of times people don't know what they want, and they don't really think they want something, but they don't know exactly what they want because they're not being specific. You have to be specific and state in everything, even down to the details. And that is so very important when we're talking about your goals and your plans. You just don't, put it out there and being general, but get down there and really write your plans, write your goals, your goals and your plans in order to reach those goals, and be specific. Okay. You always have to write it and be specific. But if you don't know what you want, that's why maybe you procrastinate, because you haven't decided in your mind what you want. But I promise you, if you write it down, then that will give you a better view and help you decide on what is that you really want. So that's the question to you. What is it that you really want?
That is a good question. What do you really want?
Mm-hmm.
And when you find out what you want, take actions on it, because procrastination station is not your turnout. You don't need to be procrastinating with
Mm-hmm.
anything that you're doing. You need to go ahead and start making some decisions on your life. And a lot of times you already know what it is that you really want to do. You just have yet to take action on what it is
Mm-hmm.
that you want to do. Take action. Choose ye this day to take
Mm-hmm.
action on what it is that tomorrow's not promised. All you got is the 24 that you were given today. And even then, there's 24 hours in today, but you don't know, if the next moment is guaranteed for you. So why don't you go ahead and make that executive decision for your life?
Mm-hmm.
Choose today to say what it is you want. You want to be that CEO? Go ahead and be a CEO.
Mm-hmm.
You want to write that book? Go ahead and write that book. You want to be a salesman? Go ahead and be a salesman. Whatever it is that you want to do, make the decision, make the choice today, and choose what you're going to do for today. Let procrastination not be the station that you're stopping at.
And that is so true. That is so very powerful. So very powerful. And we're going to move on right to the next one, because we're going to talk about create your own opportunities. That's another thing. If you want to be that distinguished author, don't wait. Okay, create your own opportunities. When you write it down and you make it plain, write the vision and make it plain. Okay, knowing exactly what you want, then you create those opportunities. That's all part of the plan to reach your goals. You know, who's going to know it better than you? And what we're telling you, authors, is to be iron focused. Be iron focused. Focus on the prize.
Gotta be focused.
Yes, gotta be. It's very important, to focus in. And that's another reason for the self care. That's another reason for the lining up, spirit, soul, and body. Got to come in alignment. And, Tiffany, that's something that I'm going to do today. Come in alignment.
Oh, tell me. I'm nosy. I'm
Tell
nosy. What you
you
gonna
nosy because
do?
I'm tired. I need to rest.
Come on,
I'm
rest.
telling the truth. No, I'm telling the truth. I'm tired after this broadcast. I'm going to go to sleep.
Good.
I'm going to rest.
Sit
No,
down, serve, and
because,
rest a little while.
it comes like that. Sometimes when you are, and, we all always keep it real here. We keep it 100%. Sometimes when you vibrating on this higher level and you putting out, sometimes you got to take time and go to sleep.
That's self-care.
Not set time and focus on what I need to do. No, Absolutely. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Take a whole time out. Rest your body, rest your eyes, rest your mind. Let it go. Relax yourself, breathe easy, and enjoy yourself in your bed and your couch and your recliner, wherever it is that you're going to take a break and take your nap, take your sleep. Go ahead and do it. And my couch is one of my favorite places to take a nap. I promise you that couch, it does something to me. If I go into my room in the middle of the day and take a nap, I don't think I'll ever come out from that nap because my bed is so comfortable. Yes, I said it that way, but my bed is comfortable. I won't recover. So I go on that couch. That couch ministers to me, my body, my mind. Oh my God, it's absolutely amazing. So that's why I'm like, wherever your resting station is, go on and get it so that you'll get a chance to recover, because you're not going to be profitable to anybody if you're not doing the proper amount of rest. You don't got the good oxygen flowing to your brain, because that's definitely needed. And that's unfortunate sometimes for us, is we don't take that opportunity. You're about to create an opportunity for yourself so that you will be able to maximize for your clients and for your customers that you have. You're not going to be able to, good morning, Miss Jeannie. You're not going to be able to be beneficial to anybody if you're not securing your own mask. You have to secure your own mask. So that's a good thing. I'm grateful that you're doing that and creating the opportunity for yourself. So creating an opportunity, it really definitely matters for you to create that atmosphere for yourself, because sometimes you may not get invited to the table. So if you don't get invited to the table, it is A-okay for you to create your own table, and so that you'll be able to get it taken care of. You will be able to maximize a lot of opportunities because you created your table. Now they want to hear from you. They didn't know who you were before, but now that you're out here on these social media streets, you done created and opened up your world. Now they're like, hey, you introduced yourself to me. You sent me that package. Oh, you did that. Now I hear what you're talking about now. Oh, I see you. Sometimes they just want to see your actions and they want to see you certain things. Now that you've created the stage, now it's opened up a whole nother world. Sometimes we just need to see the things that you're speaking of. That see and speak. We need to see.
That's true.
I started it this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with that. It's that see and speak and say. Yes, ma'am, but that's you.
Yep. Create your own opportunities. And that's a great one. Okay. We do have to create our own opportunity. That's right. Don't wait on somebody else. You know your goals, your vision, your plans. Okay. And in the planning is creating your own opportunities. And you have no reason to not do that. With the evolving of the internet and everything else, technology, you could create your own opportunities wherever you want to be around this globe, whatever you want to do. We could sit back and wait. However, we must be waiting. We can be we might be waiting our entire lifetime. That's right. It is no time to wait. Don't use that waiting. That's procrastination, sitting back and waiting, and then getting your feelings hurt if
Right.
nobody invites you to the table. What's that about? What's that about?
If I'm waiting for my cake to be done. That's what I want to wait for.
That's
I'm
the
waiting
cake to
because
be done, right?
or I done valeted my car and I'm waiting for them to come get it. That's the kind of waiting
That's
I'm
it.
talking about. I'm not waiting for an opportunity to present itself. I'll go ahead and create the opportunity. And that's the catch to a lot of things is sometimes
Mm-hmm.
these tables that we're trying to go to, those individuals did the same thing that we're speaking of. They
Mm-hmm.
created an opportunity for themselves
Exactly.
and they maximized that
Exactly.
particular moment. So because they did that, we see the greatness in what they did and now we want to be a part of it. No, you see your greatness. You create your own opportunity. You show off your greatness. That's what the workshop is about, right? Awakening your
Mm-hmm.
greatness. So
Your
you go
greatness.
ahead and awaken your greatness. You go show off your greatness and you can humbly do it. You don't got to be all boastful and being like, oh, this is what I am. No, go ahead, show off your greatness. And in the middle of you showing off who you are and what you have, the next thing you know, they'll become, you think that you're going to be going to them, they'll be coming to you and say, what can I do to be a part of what you got going on? What must I do to help you out? What must I do to get you to come over here? Hey, I want this opportunity to become,
Mm-hmm.
become a part of my program as well. So you creating your own opportunity and being bold with it, being
Oh
unapologetic
yeah.
about it. Just go ahead and stand forth in that and show off it. It's okay. But again, you ain't got to do it all arrogant, but show off who you
Yeah.
are because this is something that you believe in. This is a
That's
gift
true.
that was given to you. Show it off. I'm all right, man. Showcase that thing. Showcase.
That's it. When people ask me what I bring to the table, I tell them I am the table. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm being unapologetically you. I am the table. Now, take it like you want it, right? But that's the truth. I am the table. And that's the type of attitude you have to have. You're not being arrogant or anything of that nature, but you know who you are. You're
I
unapologetic about it.
know who
You
I
know,
am.
you know
Uh-huh.
who you are. When you know
Yeah.
that you know that you know who you are and what you possess, nobody could ever take that away from you. You know? And this is for people who believe in expand and who understand what expansion is, who understand that when they walk into a room, the whole atmosphere changes, who understand that everywhere they walk, there's expansion going on. Everywhere what the sole of their feet tread upon, they shall possess. That's for those people that understand that. When you know who you are, when you know what you have, somebody asks you the question, what you bring to the table? Tell them I am the table, baby. I
I
am
am
the
the
table.
table.
That's
Uh-huh. No,
it.
Miss Gertrude, you going to sleep after this program. You starting to wake
Yes,
up.
I
Come
am.
on back
Yes, I
down.
am.
No, come
Oh,
on
yes,
back
I
down. I
am.
felt it.
I
I
need to
felt
go
the
to sleep,
elevation.
huh?
Watch your tone, Gertrude. Watch your tone, Miss Gertrude. Watch your tone.
What's my tone?
It's you setting off something inside of you. You about to wake up. You ain't gonna be able to easily go to sleep. I'm gonna have
Girl,
to
I
teach
gotta
you
go
that
to sleep.
2 minute
I do
technique.
have to go to sleep. And I went to
You
bed
do.
early last night. I went to bed about 9 something.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I don't get right to
Yeah.
say if that's the case, there's a 2 minute technique that the military uses. I might have to show you that since you're starting to elevate. No, wrong yet.
Yep. And look at this one. Okay. Having a positive attitude. When we talked about being a distinguished author, having that positive attitude. You always have to have a positive attitude, no matter what the situation is, you know, and use that positive attitude to propel you forward in, your walk, in your journey, because it's a journey. Life is a journey. Everything's a journey, everything's a journey. So how are you going to show up on your path? How are you going to show up on your journey? you know Being that distinguished author, that well-respected author, because when we talk about distinguished, we're talking about somebody who's respected. Having your audience respect you because you always showing up. You're not playing peekaboo. You're showing up with power. You're showing up with wisdom. You're showing up with excellence. You're just showing up. Showing up. Yeah, loose her and set her free, right? You're showing up. I know.
I'm gonna be that good old. I'm gonna be the good old adjutant right now. I'm gonna be the good old armor bearer. No, we can't loose her and set her free. The preacher needs to go ahead and she done laid hands on everybody now. She need to go on and take her rest. I'll go ahead and grab her bags and
and go on with it. But you have to have, you have to have that positive attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Mm-hmm.
to have a positive attitude, and you know, come on,
Mm-hmm.
show up. Yeah, you got to show up, Janelle. You got to show up. You got to show up with power.
Mm-hmm.
You have to show up with power
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
your audience,
Yeah.
and being your authentic self and asking those questions that they're seeking for. And when you do that, we were talking about, I think you had mentioned it before, being that household name, being that household name, because, in us, all the families of the earth are going to be blessed. Okay. We have the solutions to people's problems. So why not show up that way? Why not show up that way? Be that distinguished author. Why are you ashamed to be distinguished? Some people say, "Oh, respect me. I deserve respect." But do you deserve respect? Are you, teaching people how to treat you? It's all about you showing up with that confidence.
That
Be that
definitely
distinguished
matters.
author. Huh?
That matters. Teaching people how to treat you, they knowing how to treat you, how to
Mm-hmm.
respect you. For me, I'll give you respect on GP. Just when I meet you, I'm automatically respecting you. But how you govern
Mm-hmm.
yourself is how much of that respect you're gonna keep. Once you open up your mouth, that's going to really. That's my honest statement. Is
It's
once you
true.
open up your mouth, that's going to determine if I continue to respect you, I might respect you even
Mm-hmm.
more. So if we're scaling things on a scale of 1 to 10,
Mm-hmm.
I may come in with a level of 5. You right there in the middle. I'm respecting you off of GP. But as you open up your mouth, wow, all that stuff, that's a lot of information that you're putting out there. Wow, you're smart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got some wisdom on you. The way that you govern yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? All right, you're
Mm-hmm.
not at a 5 no more. I'm gonna go ahead and put you up there at an 8. Now, I ain't gonna give you a 10 because there's always room for improvement. You're still human. But I'm gonna go ahead and put
Mm-hmm.
you up there at an 8 because you opened your mouth and you showed yourself worthy. You showed yourself strong, and I'm gonna go ahead and respect you. However, there are times that we'll open up our mouths. And then it's just like, I can't believe you said that. And then there's no comeback from there. There's no apology. There's some stuff that's went on in the
Mm-hmm.
media. There's some breaking news, and I'm not going to get into that. But there's some apologies that's had to come out behind
Mm-hmm.
that because it was just, oh man, I didn't mean to air that. That was something that was private and it shouldn't have been
Mm-hmm.
out there. So then there's apologies that come out. And there's some room for me to regain respect for you if there was any respect lost. But how
Mm-hmm.
you govern yourself, how that
That's true.
attitude is behind that. Are you going to have in the process of you doing something that wasn't too pleasing to some people? How do you recover from that? What is your
Mm-hmm.
attitude behind that? Because there's several attitudes. You got happy, sad. Attitude doesn't necessarily mean something bad. So
Mm-hmm.
what is your attitude that you're having? Hence the reason why we say positive attitude. So
Mm-hmm.
you having a positive attitude is going to allow a lot of people to want to be around you. Who wants to be around somebody negative all the time?
That's true.
You never want to be around some Debbie Downer. You don't never want to be around
No.
the negative Nancy's. You
Oh
always want
no.
like I just thought about that. Why is all the bad stuff named of a female? I just thought about that. Just right now. I said Debbie Downer, that's a girl. Negative
Mm-hmm.
Nancy. So hence the reason why I'm saying that I want to change the mind frame of individuals in regards to how women are how we're seen. This is one
Mm-hmm.
of the reasons why I love to help women rid the toxins of their heart and be
Mm-hmm.
seen in a more positive light. Because
It's
there's a lot
true.
of times there's stuff that we got going on that the positivity isn't flowing. We're
Yeah,
seeing
it's
this
true.
negative attitude, and we have to shift our minds. We have to shift our hearts, and we have to shift the
Mm-hmm.
way that we speak. We have to start believing in a lot of things that we're speaking because I mean, if I'm telling you off, I believe every word. If I call you a low down son of a biscuit, I really mean that. but what
Mm-hmm.
I got to change my attitude. I got to
Mm-hmm.
change my verbiage. I got to change the way I do things and start thinking more positive and not allowing some of your negative thoughts, some of your negative worldviews to affect me. That's an
That's true.
unfortunate thing we do. We allow a lot of people's stuff to affect us, and now it infects us, and now it affects
Mm-hmm.
how we do things. And I can't allow you to infect me at all. That's something that's
That is
a
so true.
disease that I don't want. That's not an infection that I want. That's not
Mm-mm.
the virus that I'm looking for. You want to
Mm-mm.
spread something around, spread kindness around. You want
That's
to spread
true.
something around, spread some joy around, spread some
That's
peace
true.
around. Stop spreading all this negativity. Get rid of the negative virus. That's what
That's
we
it.
need to get rid of. So again, I
And that
really
is so true. That is so true what you're saying, And then, with that positivity, it's the spirit behind it. Because sometimes, and that's another reason, line up, spirit, soul, and body. Line up. Get that mind right. Get those actions right. Okay? Get that mouth right. Lining up because the spirit, because you could say what you want out your mouth, but that spirit is always going to come forth. That's something that's unspoken, but it's very much, in effect. It's an energy that flows from it, you know? So we're talking today, about being a distinguished author, about showing up, about being unapologetic, about showing up with power. Don't play peekaboo, okay? But be that respected author. Because remember, as an author, you have a great responsibility to change a reader's life. And not only that reader, but that reader's family and for generations to come. Think about that. I want you to think about that today. And I want you to think about, taking some time out for self care where, you could just rest your mind, rest your body, rest your soul. Okay. Your will, your mind, your emotions.
yes, rest.
Rest, and rest. I mean, really rest. Okay. Rest. Don't think about, what's going to happen and what you got to do. Just take some time out and rest, know what you want. That's another thing. Knowing what you want. Come into alignment with who you are and knowing what you want. And don't be ashamed or afraid to, display your uniqueness. It's okay. It's okay. I don't care if somebody told you in the past that, that wasn't important or why you do something a certain way or why you say things a certain way. It doesn't matter. That's you. Be unapologetically you. Be unapologetically you. And then create your own opportunities, y'all. Create your own opportunities. You are a creative being. Why not create? What are you doing on the sidelines? You're just sitting there. You're waiting on somebody else to create. But what about you? What about you? What do you have on the inside of you that needs to come forth? The
What
world is
about
waiting on you.
you?
Huh?
Yes. I said, what about you? That just hit me.
Yeah.
You said, what about you? But it just slapped me once you said, what about you? I want you to keep going, but that just slapped me. What about you?
Oh, that just jumped out, huh? That just jumped out. What about you? But it's true. Waiting on somebody else. But what about you? And this is, good morning, Regina. What about you? You have something on the inside of you that needs to come forth. The world's waiting on you. Okay? The world's waiting on you. Only you have that gift. Only you have that talent. That uniqueness is what I'm trying to say. You got to bring out that uniqueness. You got to bring that thing forth. Okay? And have a positive attitude. Have a positive attitude. Don't allow negativity to just run through your mind, take up space in your mind. Okay? You have no time for that. A positive attitude. And that means you're not a garbage disposal, y'all, because you could be having a good day and somebody come put a bug in your ear. And that just, what, is just downhill from that. You're not a garbage disposal. You need to cut that thing off at the root. Speak up. Speak up for yourself. Be that distinguished author. Be that distinguished human being. Teach people how to treat you. Teach people how to treat you, and you'll see that your life will be much better. But y'all, I hope y'all receive value from this. But I'm telling y'all not gonna see me online because I'm going and I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. Okay. I'm tired. I've been working a little bit too hard, and I'm tired. Yes, I am. I'm taking the day off, and I'm going to rest. Okay, I'm going to rest. But I hope that you receive value from what I expressed today. Me and Tiffany, what we expressed today on this broadcast, and to just see yourself as that distinguished author. And like I say, know what you want, create opportunities, and have that positive attitude, and that goes a long way. So don't forget to sign up for the free workshop that's coming up. The information is in the comments section. And if you have books, or if you have a business, drop it in the comment section. Spread this broadcast out with your friends, because you don't know who may need to hear these words of positivity this morning. But from me and Tiffany, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. And remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.
Grace and peace, everyone. Grace and peace.